Just take her out, treat her nice. After that, let her decide whether she's single or not. Two men were in love with the same woman. Two guys were dating the same lady. Twin brothers ended up marrying the same woman because both of them claimed to love her, and none of them was willing to leave the woman to the other. So the dual carriage highway kind of marriage ensued. One of the brothers was living on top of the mountain, the other one was living on the downside of the hill. So the woman would spend some time with one of the brothers who was living on top of a mountain. After a while, she'd go and spend with the other husband. After a short period, though her name was not Nancy, but she was still found with a pregnant Nancy. Both the husbands claimed to be the father of that child because both of them claimed that they never mind what they say. So, after a while, the woman gave birth to a boy, and she decided it will not be a bouncing baby boy because she didn't want in the future that child to be bouncing from one relationship to the other. And so the brothers, who are the husbands, each one started suggesting a name for that child. It was a very tough competition. One suggested this name, the other one suggested another name. So they couldn't come into an agreement. And so the days were going. And according to African culture, if a child stays for too long without being given a name, that is always a sign of a bad omen. So the woman decided she would give the child a name. A name that was not according to that community, a name that was from a neighboring community. She decided the child would be called Kamau. What a strange name. That community, they have never heard of such a name in amongst them. So the marriage continued. The same routine as usual. She'll spend some time in one of the husbands who were living on top of a mountain. After some time, one of the husbands was living downside. This time again, she was pregnant. Her name was not Nancy. She ended up with a what?
Pregnancy.
This time they decided they're not going to enter into any argument. Let the nature take its course. She gave birth, this time to a girl. Still they agreed they're not going to argue about who is the real father, what is the name of the daughter. So the woman decided she will give the name. She called her Mwende. A name that was now familiar to that community, so they knew very well. No problem. After a while, one of the brothers was living on the downside of the hill, died. So the entire family moved up. One of the brothers was called Chalo, the other one was called Mwilu. Combination of these two names, you get Cha Mwilu. This is the only anti-gravity hills in East and Central Africa, found between Kangundo and Machakos, at a place known as Ngelani, where the place seems to defy gravity. If you put your vehicle on free gear, it seems to climb a hill. If you put water, it seems to be climbing on the mountain. Still, some people say it was a curse of this geographical location because they don't know exactly what happened. Many stories have said. But this is the beauty of Kenya. I mean, there is much to see, much to behold. Masai Mara with the wild beast migration. Welcome to Nairobi, capital, where the greatest asset of a criminal is his lie ability. If you are a pilot, you can be employed at Kenya Airways and take your career higher up. I mean, there is much to see and much to behold in the beauty of our nation. Lake Bogoria, alkaline lake, hot springs, with the beautiful sceneries found in Kericho, beautiful flamingos at Lake Nakuru, high altitude training center in Iten. You can visit our white sand beaches. I mean, there is much to see, much to behold. You enjoy yourself in basking in the sun. Like me at the coast, I like to spending much time along the